Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Cookie Monster ProForgeRacing bringing you my 73rd ForgER review, KSI Milkman. KSI Milkman is an excellent racetrack, mostly roller coaster maker, and he makes some insane maps. And I believe he is part of the YouTube channel TransForgers, who makes, videos on race maps and stuff like that, so go check them out as well. This first map here is a really cool map called Commotion, and it's a very smooth map. It's a roller coaster, and it's very smooth, and it's well made and well put together. However, there's one quality of it that I really consider a flaw, and that's the fact that it's modded. I think modded maps, there's two things I don't like about them. I think that they give you an unfair advantage over other forgers because it gives you the advantage to being able to use extra pieces that other forgers can't. And I kind of think it shows, it shows the lack of forge skill because, if you can't make good maps with the items given to you, you need a mod to make a good map. That's just my opinion. KSI Milkman has made other maps without the mod, so I'm not labeling him that way. That's my opinion on modded maps. It's mostly uses the wall piece, the single wall piece, and it spirals within itself like 10 times. And I understand that he's going for one of the longest roller coasters ever or whatever, and he's trying to, make something super long and special, and that's awesome. It's just all the turns are pretty much the same, and they all use the exact same piece, and there's not really any jumps or any scenery or anything like that on the map. So especially when you race it alone, there's really no excitement at all, which is kind of too bad, because it's clear he spent a long time on it, and it's smooth. It's just, honestly, it wasn't that fun for me. However, I guess the one fun point with this map would be the fact that, after you go through the whole thing, there's like a turnaround point, and you go through the rest of the map backwards. And so if you have a lot of people, that's why it's called Commotion, because you crash into each other a lot, and it causes a lot of commotion. However, I was racing this map alone, just because a lot of the times when I do reviews of racetrack makers, I race alone just so that way other people don't make me lag, or they won't push me off, or whatever. It just makes it easier a lot. And since I was racing it alone, it's just kind of boring, and it's like a 4-minute map or something, so... And I kind of wish it was actually compatible for battle tracks. And KSI Milkman, I know you made a different Commotion as well, however, I think you should go back and make the first one compatible for battle tracks, and the second one. And I know that wouldn't work, because, you have to go back through the map again, but, maybe you could put it, at the turnaround point or something. Somehow try and figure out how, because these maps would be really cool for battle tracks, because you just wrap around over each other. It wouldn't really work because you have to turn around and go back on the same part, and people would just cheat that part. But if you somehow add a barrier in there or something, that'd be cool. Anyways, yeah, this is a cool map though. It's well made. It's just I just think it's a little too exaggerated a bit. Kind of wish there was something more exciting, like jumps or something, but again, that's the point of the map, is it's a simple roller coaster, but the backwards part makes it crazy. And I don't even know if you noticed, but I fell towards the beginning and I had to edit it, and normally when I fall, I just do a second lap, so that way I use the second lap for the video. But after finishing one lap on this, I was like, there's no way I could get a second lap. It's too long, so I just didn't even bother. But overall, it's a well-made map, just not really my thing because I don't like modded maps too much. And this next map here is called Race in Space V2, and right off the bat you see that huge spaceship there, you see some asteroids floating around, and meteors, whatever they are. So there's rocks and stuff, there's lots of more scenery, and that's right off the bat what's better about it. There's a variety of objects, which is better, and I know a lot of people aren't fond of the FX in racetracks. And I've heard people say before, like, racetracks should have no racetracks should have effects. And I disagree with that, because, I mean, sometimes when racetracks have, like, those weird effects, like those blurry ones or something, or if it's too dark, it kind of sucks. But once in a while, since a lot of people really don't make dark racetracks, it's kind of cool to see them once in a while. They really are more unique, because not many people make these dark racetracks, so I give him props. And this is just another good roller coaster. It doesn't really have too many jumps or anything, but this one's a lot shorter than the other one, which is good. And the start-finish line, I don't know if he intended it. It actually makes an arrow pointing forward. But it's a nice map. Anyways, this next map here is called Commotion 2, Dragon's Commotion. And this is very similar to the first map in the fact that it's a really long roller coaster that winds within itself, and you end up doing a loop at the end and going back over the whole map again. However, this one uses tons of different types of pieces. It has some scenery on it. It's more spread out, so you have a little breathing room. It's a much better version of the first one, and I like that little thin area there. And he wanted me, I think, to leave out the first one. However, I wanted to throw it in just to show you the difference of the two. And it's not like it's the first one edited. It's a totally different map. I like this one a lot better. It's really cool. It's got some great scenery. And yeah, this is just a much better version of the first one. I wasn't bored at any point on this one. This one, again, would be really awesome with battle tracks. It would be fun with a lot of people, too, because there would be tons of collisions. Same with the first one. But this one's just quite nicer. Indeed. I think there's a dragon on the map somewhere in the scenery, because it's called Dragon's Lair, I believe. Or Dragon's Commotion. Sorry, not Dragon's Lair. I'm making stuff up now. And there's a kill ball. It's a bit more exciting. There's more stuff going on. And I like those little pieces that kind of connect the track like that, like one part to the other. The railing longs or whatever. It looks nice. But yeah, this is a really cool map. It's really long. And that's the thing I was trying to think of to say, and I had forgotten. A lot of times with long roller coasters like this, there's really no scenery at all. And he was able to not only make a long roller coaster, but also have the scenery, and so, that's what I really liked about this one. It was long and had scenery. So I really liked that. But, yeah, definitely much better than the first one. And here's the turnaround at the start-finish again. Similar to the first one. This next map here is called Demonic Insanity, and he made it with another person that I had reviewed previously, DJV Razor. And DJV Razor is also a great forger. And I love this beginning here, where you're going towards a wall, and half of your mongoose hits the wall. And since only half of it does, like, there's something that pushes the rest, and you do like 3 spins. You do like a 360 spin, or 720 I think it is. You do 2 full spins. That's really amazing. And this cave here is pretty... Oh, there's like a barrel roll through a cave, which is cool. Cave reminds me of the map The Cave by JW Nuked Ice Cream. And can't think of the third person right now. Was it Foreign Accent or someone? The 3 of them made the map The Cave. And the cave there reminded me of it, and it had like bats in it and stuff, which looked cool on a lantern. But yeah, this is a really big, really smooth map, and it's awesome to see that, especially from KSI, because Milkman is generically a roller coaster maker, as you can tell, and then he makes, such a smooth double wide map here, and so that's really impressive. And I love the stunts on it and stuff. It's just a really cool map. It's smooth. It's got cool scenery, like that little lantern there. It's got stunts. It's just a really amazing map. I would have never thought of something like that 720. It's just amazing. This next map is called Sunrise Manor SX, and it's a really nice SX track. It's a pretty simple SX track. Nothing like, you know, too over the top. It's supposed to look realistic with like the bleachers on the sidelines, and it's just pretty simple. Not really, you know, much scenery. However, it does look nice. The map itself is kind of the scenery. That's what roller coaster makers and supercross makers go for, because a lot of the times on roller coasters and supercross tracks there isn't much scenery, but the map itself is supposed to be designed so neatly and perfectly that it is scenery itself, that it is good to look at. Like a double-eyed plane sometimes can look pretty boring, but a double-eyed with scenery looks nice. This map, as you can tell, pretty simple little little SX track, but it's designed so nicely and neatly, so he did a good job there. And again, that's stepping out of his zone because he's a roller coaster maker. But anyways, here we are starting the lap on the last map, which is called Troller Coaster, which is made with JStarX, who I reviewed already, and who is also a great forger. So he forges some maps with some other great forgers, and that's why they turn out so well, because, you know, you keep putting two good forgers together. Yeah, this is a really cool map. I love the scenery. They're like little, I think they're narwhals. That's what they look like. They kind of look, and then there's like, I forget what that one was, but they kind of look like whales, like sharks, but I think they're narwhals. Like from the movie Elf, Mr. Narwhal. It's pretty much like a whale with like a point in the front of his head. They're all over this map. And this map is kind of like a roller coaster that intertwines within itself. Like it uses certain parts of the track more than once. And I don't know if these big fish are supposed to be trolls, and that's why it's called Troller Coaster, or if it's a play on the word roller coaster and the word troll or what, but I don't know. I really like this map. I think it's awesome. It's got cool scenery. I like how it uses certain parts of the track twice, and they really neatly reconnect it. It's like amazing how neatly they do it. But anyways, go to KSI Milkman's file share, download all his maps. Please go to KSI Milkman's file share, download all of his maps. They're all very amazing. Thank you guys very much for watching.